Welcome back to Crypto Unlimited 22, home of the Double Deuce, where we double down. I'm Johnny Faucet, and we are here another night, Saturday Night Live in DeFi. But before we get started, make sure you guys smash that like button. Make sure if you're new, you subscribe to the channel. And just remember, anything we talk about tonight is not considered to be financial advice. We are not financial advisors. Crypto is extremely risky. You could get wrecked and lose all your money. So make sure you do your own research, please. With that being said, let's bring out our guest tonight. Joining me is Mr. JVANQUISH and Mr. Big. What's going on, guys?
Sweet!
Yes, sir. We have a lot to talk about, a lot to go over tonight. Sui is pumping, creating new all-time highs. If you have been living under a rock and haven't been watching this show, you would know that many months, probably even going back almost a year now, we've been talking about Sui and the Sui blockchain ecosystem. But yeah, we're going to get right into it. Jay, I'll let you take the stage. Go ahead and share your screen. I know you want to do a little test run on how well Sui is performing in different areas of the ecosystem. So why don't you go ahead and share your screen and take over for a minute.
All right, give me a second here.
I'll see it about getting us a little groove going here.
All right, we're going to do a little V3 liquidity experiment here. Let me just check, make sure I'm on my right wallet. Okay. So we're going to put equal amounts of liquidity into Cetus, into Turbos, and into FlowX, and we're going to see what happens by the end of the podcast. So for this, we're going to use the native. Oh, no, this is not the native one. Let's see whichever one's the highest. We're going to find the highest APR pool over here. Let's go down. So we have SWI and wrapped USDC at 196. Let's take a look at this pool. All right, we're going to find a nice tight range because we don't care for this. So we're just going to do this for the stream. All right, so right now we're looking at 210 to 239. Let's bring this down. We're going to do probably like a +6 and a -6 from the current price. So we're at about 225. So we're going to go 231. And we're going to go 219 on the bottom. 218 is the closest. So we're going to try to keep the ranges as close as we can. So we're going to go in with 75 USDC, which would be around 57.32. So let's say that's, what's that? Do some math on that. 57 plus 75, about $132. So that's what we're going to go in at. So we're going to add liquidity. Maybe we will, if my wallet will respond. Might have to refresh here. We might be out of range already. Let's try this here. Come on.
Yeah, no. The Sui price has been moving all day long.
Yeah, I think I have to refresh because I haven't been on Cetus in a minute. All right, we'll go back to that same range. Okay. So we're going to go as close to 219 as we can. Bring this down to 231. And we're going to go 75. Maybe we'll go 75. 57. Let's go add. And cannot get it to, oh, there we go. Got it. All right, so I got a little spreadsheet on the side that we're going to track this. So we went in with 25.37 SWI, about 75.03 USDT with a value of 132.17. All right, now we're going to do the same thing over on turbos. We'll try to keep everything as close as possible, but it's not going to be perfect.
Yeah, the goal here is what we're trying to do is put 100 in each protocol, each DEX, turbos, Cetus, and FlowX, and then after by the end of the stream, see about $100 each, and see where all the APRs lie by the end of the stream, which would probably be within about, we usually go for an hour and a half, 2.5 hours depending, and see how well these APRs are setting right now on these B3 liquidity positions, baby. And the SUI blockchain so fast, like these transactions go through like butter.
All right, we need a little bit of USDC, some native USDC for this pool. So I'm going to do some native USDC swaps here off screen. So native USDC is now live over on SWI. So you no longer have to use the wrap version. So I'm just grabbing some native USDC right now. So for this particular pool, we need native USDC.
Yeah, that was one of the questions I had for you earlier in the week. I think it's like, can you use either USDC when it comes to these pools, or you have to use
you have to use the specific one. So this one right here is native USDC. It's replaced their normal one. Cetus is running both pools, and then FlowX doesn't have the native USDC pool yet, so they're running the old school pool, but the APRs are still really good. So we're going to try to lock these in as close as we can. It's not going to be perfect, and obviously the price is moving while we're doing this. So this range is slightly tighter, but we got about 219, 230. We'll go in with the 75, which will give us 32. Yeah, that's a lot more than we did before, so we're going to have to lower this, I think. Let's see. No, we're going to have to go higher. Let's go 80. No. We want to get this as close to 132 is what we want. So let's see here. 25, 27, 29. That's pretty close.
Nice.
So our Cetus position was about 132.17. This one about 131. So 131.24. We went in with 28.99 SWI, 65.91 USDC. Now let's jump over to FlowX and let's just try the same thing over there.
And these are all the same ranges as well, right?
They're as close as we can get them. So the thing that you're going to run into on V3 is that a lot of these different dexes use a tick system. So you're using their tick system. So basically they're designated ranges that you go up. So you notice how when I go from this one right here, my low end's 182. If I click up, the next tick is 183.6. So it's not perfect customization. So we're going to try to get again into this 219. 231. Again, we'll have to go like this 230 range. So we want to see what if we go 28. That's pretty close. 29. We'll do some math over here. 29 would be 65.53 plus 77. Nope, that's too much. We gotta bring her down a little bit here. 27. Let's try 25. 26. That'll be 69 plus 9. 26.5. 60 plus 0. That's pretty close. I think that might be as close as we're going to get. So we'll go ahead and we'll add that. All right, so this will be the lowest position. This one is 130.42. We've got 26.5 SWI and 70.5 USDC. So our CDS position, we started with $132. Turbo's 131.24, and then this position was 130.42. So we're within like $2 range on all of them. So at the end, we'll go back and see if we're in range and what we've made. So it'll be a little fun experiment. So I'll turn it back over to you, and I think we can talk a little bit about ARCFI.
All right, sounds good, my man. We'll bring that right up. All right, ARCFI is back. We do have some updates and some news. So you're going to hear it here first if you haven't heard it yet. But this is Franz Up AMA summary. Let's go ahead and listen to this.
Drill, right? Crypto, it's a wild ride. 1 minute you're soaring high, the next you're plummeting into the depths.
And that volatility makes a lot of people nervous, especially when you see those pump and dump schemes popping up everywhere.
But what if someone told you they'd figured out a way to tame that wild beast?
It's a bold claim, and one that's definitely got people talking. Fans Up, a Web3 platform, is making waves with their promise to rewrite the crypto rulebook and, get this, actually guarantee price increases.
Now, before we get carried away, remember, we're just exploring this information here, not giving investment advice.
But Fans Up's approach is definitely intriguing.
They're taking on the challenge of price volatility head on, which is something that's been holding a lot of people back from the crypto world. So how do they plan to pull this off?
Fans Up's big idea is that their tokens are designed to only increase in price.
Okay, let's break down some of these mechanics. Every time you buy a Fans Up token, you're hit with a 30% membership fee. Now, before you panic, that 30% is actually split up. 25% goes directly towards stabilizing the price, like building a floor to prevent those sudden drops. And the remaining 5%, it goes towards the platform's growth, buybacks, and even a prize pool for the community.
It's almost like a built-in incentive to hold on to your Fans Up tokens rather than flipping them for a quick profit.
Yeah.
That's what makes this approach so interesting. But here's the kicker. Every time someone sells their Fans Up tokens, those tokens are burned. They're gone, permanently removed from circulation.
That's a pretty radical concept. Think of it like a shrinking pie. Fewer tokens in circulation potentially means a bigger slice for the rest of us, and the price could go up.
Exactly. This burn mechanism is designed to drive up the value of the remaining Fans Up tokens. It's a big departure from traditional crypto, where short-term trading and pump and dump schemes are often the norm.
So Fans Up is aiming to create a system that rewards holding and discourages quick flips. They're trying to attract a different type of investor, someone who sees the long-term potential and wants to be part of a community that's building something lasting.
You could say it's a more ethical approach to token promotion, one that's less focused on maximizing profits for early investors and more focused on creating a sustainable ecosystem for everyone involved.
That's a good way to put it. But what about actually getting in on the action? That's where Fans Up's Launch Pass system comes in. Imagine this. You get exclusive access to pre-sales of all the new tokens Fans Up launches.
It's like getting in on the ground floor.
Of a promising new project before everyone else, and with that price increase mechanism they've got in place.
That's what Fans Up's Launch Pass system promises.
That could mean some serious returns.
It's a one-time purchase that grants you access to these pre-sales.
Okay.
But there's a catch. There are different tiers, and the higher you go, the earlier you get in and the more tokens you can purchase. It's almost like a VIP pass to the hottest new crypto projects.
It definitely sounds like it could be lucrative.
But it's important to remember that even with this system, success isn't guaranteed. It all depends on the quality the project's Fans Up chooses to launch.
Let's talk about those projects for a second.
Exactly.
Fans Up is all about building an ecosystem that supports fan-based communities. Think of it as a platform that brings together creators, fans, and businesses.
What makes this unique is that Fans Up isn't just creating tokens for the sake of it, right? They're looking for projects that have a real purpose, a community that's already invested and engaged. It's about tapping into the energy and passion of those communities to drive the success of the tokens.
So it's not just about speculation, it's about creating real-world utility for these tokens. If a community is genuinely using the token to interact, support, and engage with the creator or business, it's more likely to have long-term value.
That's the core of their approach. Fans Up is providing the tools and infrastructure. But the real magic happens when those communities come together and use the platform to create something meaningful.
Let's shift gears for a second. We've talked about Launch Pass and the focus on community-driven projects. But how about the actual mechanics behind FanZup's tokenomics? We need to understand how they're trying to achieve this price stability they're promising.
You're right. That's a crucial part of the puzzle. It's not just about saying the price will only go up. There needs to be a real system in place to make that happen.
And one of the key pieces of that system is this idea of zero allocations. FanZup says that no one gets free tokens. Not the development team, not their partners, not even the founders. Every single FanZup token has to be bought on a decentralized exchange.
That's a huge difference from a lot of traditional crypto projects where you often see massive chunks of tokens pre-allocated to insiders.
Right.
The problem with that approach is it incentivizes those early holders to cash out as soon as the price starts to rise, which can create those drastic price swings that scare away everyday investors.
It's like they're trying to create a more level playing field from the get-go, right?
Exactly.
No one gets special treatment. Everyone has to buy in at the same price.
And to further control the pace of price movement, they've implemented something called a purchase cap.
Oh,
Think of it like a speed limit for buying tokens.
gotcha.
It restricts how many FanZup tokens you can buy in a single transaction. And this limit gradually increases over time.
Okay, so it's like a gradual rollout
Precisely.
designed to prevent those with a lot of capital from coming in and manipulating the market.
It's about creating a more stable and predictable experience for everyone involved, not just the whales.
So we've got the zero allocations, the purchase cap, and of course the burn mechanism we discussed earlier. All these components are working together to try and maintain that upward price trajectory.
It's certainly an ambitious undertaking, and it'll be interesting to see how it plays out in the long run. But there's another piece of the puzzle we haven't touched on yet, their loans program.
Right, loans it's like this whole other layer of innovation on top of their tokenomics.
Imagine this. You've got your FanZup tokens, but you need some USDC for another investment, or maybe just to cover some expenses. Traditionally, you'd have to sell some of your tokens to get that USDC.
Which, given FanZup's model, would sting a bit,
Exactly.
since those tokens are designed to increase in value.
But with loans, you can actually borrow USDC using your FanZup tokens as collateral.
Interesting.
So you get the liquidity you need without having to sell your tokens.
That's pretty cool. But what about the risk? In traditional DeFi lending platforms, if the value of your collateral drops below a certain point, you risk liquidation.
That's the genius part. Because FanZup tokens are designed to only increase in value, the risk of liquidation is theoretically eliminated. It's a win-win. You get access to liquidity without having to sell your appreciating assets, and there's no fear of sudden liquidation.
It sounds almost too good to be true. But let's not forget about the MVP prize, that lottery system for LaunchPass holders we mentioned earlier.
It's a clever way to incentivize engagement and reward early adopters.
It's like a fun little bonus for being part of the community.
A portion of the fees generated by the platform, like those by taxes, and even a small percentage of low-end's liquidation fees are pooled together for this prize.
So the more people use the platform, the bigger the potential prize pool grows.
It's all part of FanZup's strategy to build a thriving ecosystem. They're not just relying on price speculation to attract users. They're creating a system that encourages participation, engagement, and community building.
It's an intriguing approach, to say the least. We've covered a lot of ground here today, from the mechanisms behind FanZup's unique tokenomics to their community-driven LaunchPass system and innovative loans program. But the big question remains, can they actually deliver on their promises?
That's the million-dollar question, isn't it? FanZup is attempting to disrupt a volatile and often unpredictable market. Only time will tell if their model for price stability and community engagement will stand the test of time.
It's definitely a story worth following. So what do you think? Is FanZup a game changer or just another flash in the pan? Head over to our social media pages and let us know your thoughts using #TheDeepDive.
All right, there you have it.
Yeah, that's a great tool, by the way. And I think, well, Stephen Toast put that together. And then it says in the post using Notebook LM, which I think is free to use. It's a Google tool. And you can put anything in there and it kind of shoots something back like we just listened to. So it's really cool tool to utilize, but a lot of information in there to digest.
It sure is. All right, so I guess basically, if you want to, find out more and learn more, you can subscribe to their the podcast, which is on Thursdays at 2 p.m. EST. And
let me jump over to the website quick, and we can just take a quick look. We'll go through it quick. Is that good with you?
Yeah, absolutely.
All right. So first off, the website looks pretty awesome. So kind of one of the concept, I don't want to say like meme. I think it's more like social, like a SocialFi token is kind of what I think about it. Like these different communities or celebrity type tokens. So there will be this, I don't know what the word is, but basically the first couple tokens when you get going, there's like this kind of like death match theme going on. So like here's some of the ones like Tyson versus Paul, Azalea versus Tate, and then essentially whoever wins, you can create the token using the fans up model, which they talk about it, this membership fee of 30%, which is essentially a tax when you buy the token. And then a certain percentage builds the liquidity, right? So it's constantly building it with this upward pressure for price appreciation. The sells, there's 0% tax. And then a certain percentage goes to like for marketing, stuff like that. And then they talked about this MVP drawing, which I'll show you guys in the light paper. And then the other thing, I believe a certain percentage of every token, regardless, goes back to buy back the fans up token. So holding the actual fans up token, if you don't want to do nothing else other than hold the fans up token, there's a value proposition there. But essentially at the heart of it, it is a launch pad. It's a tiered based system where you buy into the tier with USDC, and then that gives you a certain allocation when they launch one of these tokens. And then basically the duration of your pass, instead of being like a specific time or like an infinite amount, is based off of a time variable, but how much you ROI based off the value of your pass. And you can kind of upgrade it as you go. But very great website. The pre-sale stuff's here. These are the different tiers. You have the fans up token, which will be the first token that's launching. So in order to get into fans up, you're going to have to buy the pass. And then whatever tier in the pass you buy will be basically how much fans up you can buy. And then going forward, that tier allows you to buy the additional coins as they launch them in the launch pad. And they all follow the same unique contract, which essentially is designed for the token to only go up in value. Your launch pass tiers. The low level, number one, is a $400 tier pass. And then that allows you basically to buy your tokens, and then you sell your tokens up until the point where you've 3x'd. So if you buy for 400, you get 3 times that amount. And then this pass expires, then you have to buy a new pass. However, you can upgrade to the next tier at any time. So this one would cost you $1,000. You get the 4x on your ROI, and then the numbers go up and the prices go up. So at the lowest level, if you just wanted to dip your toe in, it would cost you $400 for the pass. So like next Thursday, when they launch this, you can get into the pre-sale, grab the pass, and then when Fans Up launches, which is the first token, you would buy your allocation of the Fans Up token in whatever the tier 1 level allows you to, and then tier 2, tier 3, so on. So if you go up here and you get the granddaddy of them all, it's a $100,000 level. You get a 15x, which 15 times 100,000 is quite a bit of money. But you got to go in pretty heavy. Let's jump over and take a look at the light paper. So when you can listen to the AMA, which is on YouTube. I really wasn't getting the concept of the tier pass and the token until I really went through and read the white paper. So I definitely recommend reading the light paper. Go back, listen to the AMA, and then jump in Thursday or jump into the Telegram and ask questions. But essentially, very well done light paper once again, as with all the art products. But it talks about the overview, the tokenomics. This kind of talks about the issues with all your other tokens and the pump and dumps and how they're trying to avoid that with the tax system and the way that the contract is uniquely built. I'm not going to go into all of that. You can kind of read that, but essentially just understand that the design of the token, design of the contract, buys increase the price, selling increases the price. So you're not discouraged to sell. If you want to sell the token, go ahead and go and sell it. If you want to hold it, that's when the pronunciation in the notebook thing, low ends, basically is a loans program, right? Where you can take your token, provide that as collateral, and then borrow against it. And since the token theoretically is always going up in value, it'd be very hard for you to be liquidated, hypothetically. So you can go through this. I'm going to kind of just skip through it. Let's see here. So like I said, they've solved the pump and dump dilemma. The AMA, they talk about this a little more deeper. They had the guy on there that helped create the contract. So I would go back and listen to the AMA. But the launch pass is what you're going to have to buy. That's the tiered system, tier 1 through 7. And that's what gives you the access to the token pre-sales. And like they said, no dev, no team, no partner allocation. So everybody has to have their own pass in order to buy into the token. 30% membership fee, that's that buy tax, which is part of building the liquidity at the bottom and part of the process in the contract, which creates it always up. Every token sold is burn, which deflates the token supply, which is also part of the mechanism, which keeps the price going up. So the fans up token is going to be the first token, and that's the utility token. Fans up token can be bought and sold at any time via DEX, which is Uniswap. Each transaction has a maximum limit. So there's a purchase cap in there, which is key to the way the contract functions. And then also, I believe it has to be on an EVM compatible chain, which is why it's going to be on Base, which is super fast. And it's going to be super popular. It already is popular and growing in popularity. But basically, you're going to have the pre-sale process. The tiers, the highest tier, tier 7, gets to go in first. They get their allocation. Then it goes down to 6, to 5, to 4, to 3, to 2, to 1. And then there'll be like a public release after that. This is kind of the tokenomics, more charts and the models. You can see the pre-sale round, like I talked about. It starts with, you have 7 pre-sale rounds. The first pre-sale round is launch tier. Let me see if I can make this bigger. Perfect. So pre-sale round 1 would be tier 7. You get your allocation. Then it goes up to tier 2. Round 2, tier 6. Round 3, tier 5. Then your last round would be tier 1. So you're still going to get an allocation, but the best price and the best allocation would be the highest tier, which would be tier 7. And then they emphasize this a bunch of times, right? So you have to buy it, right? There's no mint, there's no distribution or allocation to a team or to partners. There's a purchase cap, so you can only purchase X amount. The membership fee, which is the buy-in tax, 25% of that is going into the contract, which keeps the price going up. 3% of that is for maintaining growth in the Fans Up platform. 1% is a membership fee. All fan-based tokens used in a buyback are the Fans Up token. So that's why the Fans Up token, if you're not going to do anything else, you may want to consider getting the Fans Up token, because all the future token sales, 1% of that is going back to buy back the Fans Up token. And then 1% is contributed to this MVP pool prize, which we'll talk about in a second, which is pretty cool. It's deflationary because every time you sell, they burn the supply. So if you just understand simple tokenomics, basically it's a deflationary token. So let me kind of move through here. Again, some kind of charts and some comparisons. So what are the early benefits? So it eliminates typical price volatility of crypto tokens, eliminates scam tokens and pump dumps, stops price manipulation. You can recommend Fans Up token to family and friends without fear of the price dumping. It's a transparent risk, right? So if for whatever reason it doesn't take off and something doesn't work right, that 30% membership fee is paid up front and the token price only increases, right? So there's no possibility of a slow rugging. There's no mint function. The supply changes with buys and sells only. Purchase caps reduce the impact of whales and speculators, right? So someone can't really go in and snipe and buy a whole crap load. They can with multiple purchases, but every time they buy, the price is going to go up, right? So there's only so much that they can buy in one particular purchase. More transactions equals more revenue. Obviously, in the future tokens, the more transactions, the more buybacks you get to Fans Up, which will constantly go up. Enables decentralized loans without the worry of liquidation, right? So once the loans launch, if you hold your Fans Up token, you put your Fans Up into the loan, and then as Fans Up token just goes up in price, the value of your collateral goes up, goes up, goes up, goes up, and then you can borrow whatever against it, whether it's USDC or however it's going to pan out. We'll have to figure out more about that. But essentially, they're creating a system where you never actually have to sell the token, right? You can borrow against the token, use that USDC to do whatever you need to do, and then either pay it back or just, I guess, not pay it back. But basically, there's some tax savings there if you understand kind of the dynamic. I don't want to get into the tax side of it here, but definitely huge advantages when loans goes live if you're holding that fans up token and you're using it as collateral. Now the launch passes. So this is how you're going to get the fans up token, and this is how you get into all the launches that are on the platform. So basically, you're buying this tiered system. Again, the lowest tier, $400 USDC. It'll allow you to get into the launches when it gets to that point based off the chart that we showed you. The highest one, this big granddaddy one, tier 7, if you got $100,000 you want to go in with, you can choose to do that. The cool thing, which I'm not sure, I think they do talk about in here because that's where I read it, but you can upgrade to the additional tier, which also expands your ROI. So when you come down here, LaunchPass members can earn up to a 1,500% return on the LaunchPass purchase price from the presale tokens. And there's a chart for it here. So if you have the highest tier, you get 1,500% ROI. The lowest tier, you get 300%, which is still pretty good. So you're paying $400. You can profit up to $1,600. This one, you would pay $1,000. You could profit up to $5,000. And then let's see if they talk about the upgrade. For each presale, let's just hit this first. For each presale, the Fans Up team will publish a wallet purchase caps. The wallet purchase cap is the maximum amount of USDC token value a LaunchPass holder can purchase. So these are set for you, again, to keep it equal and fair across all levels and the tiers. Leveling up. The level of a pass can be increased at any time by adding USDC price difference to the highest level. So if you had the $400 pass, then you add the extra $600, you would level it up to the next level. And let me just, the profit cap of the launch pass will increase. However, the wallet profit at the time of leveling will carry forward. So if you had already made X amount of money, that carries forward. It's not like it starts over, which that makes sense. 20% token bonus. So when a launch pass is purchased, leveled up, or extended, 20% of the proceeds are given to the purchaser in the form of a token credit. This token credit can be claimed at any time through the launch pass dashboard by clicking the claim button. The token credit can only be used to claim publicly available tokens. Token credit cannot be used during pre-sale events. So let's say you buy the $1,000 pass. That means you have a $200 credit. And when you claim it, let's say you want to claim it to claim the Fans Up token. It takes that $200 and it buys the Fans Up token. So what's interesting about this is at the launch of this, the first token will be Fans Up. So the majority of people that are coming in, they want to get their tiers right away so they can buy that Fans Up token because that's a utility token. Well, they're going to have, everyone that goes in will have that 20% bonus there. So if you choose to use that towards your Fans Up token and everybody gets this 20% of their fee of their tier pass, just buys the Fans Up token right away on launch, then that's going to see the Fans Up token, because of the cool contract and the way that the price goes only up, you're going to see the token just go potentially, right? That's the design of the system. If the price of the presale token drops below the public launch price within 7 days of the public launch, a LaunchPass wallet will be eligible for a full refund equal to the purchase price of the presale tokens. To be eligible for a refund price, no presale tokens can be sold. That's pretty awesome. So they're giving you a price guarantee there. Some referral reward stuff. I haven't really gotten into this much. Let's just come down here. Rewards can be earned on both direct level 1 and level 2. So a 10% reward is paid for all LaunchPass fees generated direct referrals, and then a 2% reward from all LaunchPass fees generated from indirect. I think this doesn't kick in until after the presale. So the presale, I don't believe this counts, but essentially there's a referral system if you refer somebody, which is awesome. This talks about the loans protocol, which we briefly talked about. You can take, okay, so it is USDC. So you can take a stable coin loan with USDC without selling your Fans Up token. So if you buy in and the token keeps appreciating, the value of your Fans Up goes up. You have that in there as collateral. You can borrow against it without ever having to sell your token. And here's kind of like how it works. There's different terms. There's an origination fee and then your LTV. So let's say you have a 1 week term, you could borrow up to 90% of the value of your collateral. So 90% of the value of your fans up token, if that's what you have for collateral. And then you have a week to pay it off, but you'll pay a 10% origination fee. And then you just kind of follow this chart for the different terms, the LTV and the origination fee. So the longer the term of the loan, the less that you can borrow, and the origination fee stays the same. If the loan term expires and has not been repaid, the collateral will automatically be liquidated by the smart contracts to satisfy the original USDC loan amount. If the value of the tokens deposited as collateral have increased since the loan was originated, 50% of that profit margin will be sent back to the borrower. So let's say the value of your fans up is 10,000 and you borrow, let's scroll back up here. You use this 5 week, you borrow 50% of that. So you borrow 5,000. At the end of the 5 weeks, for whatever reason, you can't pay that back. They will sell your fans up tokens to get that $5,000 value that you borrowed back, right? Because you have to pay them back. And basically that's how it pays back the protocol when you're liquidated. But the cool thing is, let's say your fans up token, when you borrowed it, it was 10,000, but now it's 20,000. So there's $10,000 that it accrued, or that it went up in value. So instead of you getting nothing back and completely being liquidated, 50% of the profit margin will be sent back to the borrower. So if the profit margin is the collateral value minus the loan payoff value. So let's say, let's do the math, the collateral value minus loan payoff. So if your collateral value went up to 20,000 and you borrowed 5, so then you subtract the 5, and then that's 15,000. You divide that by 2 or multiply it by 0.5, you would still get 7,500 back. So it's a really cool thing that they've added here that you don't see in any other borrowing protocol or loan protocol. Then the MVP prize, and then I think we're done talking about this for right now, but essentially this is cool too, because 1% of the token purchase fees and a portion of loans liquidation events are put into this pool. And once the pool reaches critical mass, which I don't know what the critical mass point is, but once it reaches that point, they'll do this drawing, which will be used the random number generator. Which, remember, like the old school ARC, what was the contest that we did every day? You guys remember the name of it? What was it called?
I can't remember now, but I know what you're talking about.
Yeah. So, I mean, it's just basically a cool thing, right? But it depends on the tier, right? So if you have a level 7 tier pass, you get 64 entries per drawing. If you have the 1, you get 1, but who knows? You could get lucky. Who knows what that amount of money is going to be in there? Who knows how often we're going to hit critical mass? But it's another cool thing that they've added in here, where if you buy the pass, you hold the token. Let's say you never participate in any of the sales. You just hold your fans up token. Any given day when they do this entry, you could just win a surplus in the critical mass contest. So it's another cool thing that they've added.
It was the Spark drawing, wasn't it?
There you go. So instead of Spark, we have critical mass and the MVP prize pool. So just another cool thing that they've added. But again, go and listen to the AMA, jump into the TG. Next week, Thursday, we're going to do, I think they're online, they're going to do some sample on the test net, some sample buys to show you what the contract does and how it reacts. And then if you're interested, just get some dry powder over on base and, be ready to buy a tier and participate. But do your own research. Do your own research.
I was going to ask you what blockchain it was on, so it's going to be on base chain?
Yep, it's over on base, yep. But cool website. As always, the light paper is pretty badass. Nice graphics. Everything's smooth. So DYOR, listen to the AMA, and then if you're interested, be ready to jump on TG Thursday at 2 p.m. Eastern.
All right. Very well. Very well. What do you think, Mr. Big?
Maybe I put him to sleep. It's a lot of stuff. It's a lot of stuff to go through.
You might have lost your volume again.
No comment.
Oh, okay. I got you. All right. So anyways, continue. Looking at the SUI price right now, we're at 226. We hit all-time highs all day today. So I think the previous all-time high was what, Jay? 217? I think it was.
217, yeah. And then we passed near protocol in market cap, jumped up to number 17. And then I didn't check because we pumped up to 228, 229. We may have passed Polkadot there for a minute and pulled back, but I didn't check because we're right neck and neck there with Polkadot right now.
Okay. So if we look at the new all-time high, we are at 228 is the new all-time high for SUI. So we are in price discovery mode.
Yeah,
so,
by price and market cap for sure.
So who knows where this will go in the next few days. We could really take off in SUI. I mean, obviously, I'm not telling you to buy it, but it's something one to keep an eye on, like we've been talking about for months. It's amazing to see what this token has done so far. We got a ton of memes coming in the SUI blockchain now. I mean, it's the fastest transactions per second that's out there. So the transactions go through super fast. We did have a delay. Jay, you probably want to talk about that a little bit.
So we thought Hop.Fun was going to launch today. So Hop.Fun, for anyone that doesn't know, it's kind of like Pump.Fun. There is two other protocols that do something similar over on SUI. One of the big ones was from Double Up. Double Up is the biggest casino. They have their version. And then more recently, Move Pump has been from the I'm trying to remember the name of the damn decks. Move Pump. Anyway, Move Pump has been functioning. MovePump.com. Similar to Pump Fun. All kinds of memes have been launching on that. Some have been super successful. AAA Cat is one of the big ones that launched out of there. I mean, that thing went up to 25 million market cap. If you would have bought in on the bonding curve, you're probably up hundreds of thousands of dollars at this point. But Hop.Fun and Hop.ag, Hop is the biggest aggregator on SUI, super popular. So they're doing their version, which will be Hop.Fun. Supposed to be much cleaner, more secure than the Move Pump site. So a lot of people are geared up for that. There's probably, I want to say, 15 to 20 protocols just waiting to launch on this. So maybe do your own research. A lot of them are on Twitter. May not be a bad idea to try to get some buys while they're in the bonding curve, because a lot of these are going to run out of the bonding curve and just take off. So it was supposed to be today, but they've pushed it back until next Saturday for an additional audit and some extra security, which is never a bad thing. So if anyone was planning on launching, you got an extra week to go ahead and prep and do it.
That's freaking awesome. And I think it was Blue Move. Was the dex?
Yes, the Blue Move Dex, and then Move Pump. They're also NFT marketplace. One of the early dexes and NFT marketplaces. But then they were successful early on. I don't want to say that they're unsuccessful, because that's not the case, but they just aren't as popular as some of the bigger dexes, like Cetus, Turbos, Flowax, Curia, Hop, 7K. But they're super popular with their Move Pump side of the protocol, for sure.
Yeah, awesome stuff, man. What else we got? I can show one of my positions. I was in on Flowax this week, and right now I'm currently out of range. I had a nice range here, though, set for this week. It was 198 to 222, and I came in the range yesterday, and man, I got some decent rewards out of this pool. And I'm just going to hold on to it for now, because I think we're going to have a pullback. So I'm hoping I get back in range on this one. I did have a lower range, too, underneath this range for earlier in the week, where we were down. You think about it, what was a couple days ago, we're down to $1.75 for SUI.
Yeah.
It's amazing how much the prices went up in the last few days, compared to the start of the week. Now, I'm going to hold off on this one. I'm not sure if I want to open up another range to go up in the price discovery, or if I'm better off just sort of waiting to see what happens here in the next 24 hours. Again, my SUI Lend position. SUI Lend has been awesome. I love using SUI Lend. I got a huge amount of SUI in here. I've been taking my rewards and just putting it right into this account. I'm up to 8,507 SUI with a current value of about 19.2, which is awesome. It gives me a loan value. I can borrow up to 13, which is again awesome if I want to ape into something, or if I just want to maybe send some money back to my bank account. Maybe I want to send it over to the base chain and get into fans up. Who knows? You can do a lot of things with this, man. It's awesome how solid this has been. The liquidity is up to 261 million. I can remember when this was at like 45 million. Remember that, Jay?
Yeah, for
Now,
sure.
The only thing I didn't understand this week, man, is, and I still haven't figured this out, my claimable rewards down to 85. It was at 100. I don't understand why that did that. I thought maybe it was a glitch. Any word on that?
No, scroll up for a minute. Just want to see something. The only thing I could think of is if it took it out of your borrows, but it doesn't make any sense because you don't have that much. So yeah, I'm not really sure. Oh, yep. Yes, I do know why. It's no, maybe not. I was thinking no. Go to scroll to the top. And then right by where your name is? Hold on, wait. There's an extra button that gives you like some extra knowledge here.
The settings? Oh no, that ain't it.
No, let me see if I can. Go to where your account is at the top and just click overview. Scroll all the way. Nope, to the right. Down a little bit. Now scroll up. Click that overview button. All right. So what we're looking at is.
See, I had 105 here.
Interest paid. Yeah, but you also had to pay a little bit of interest. Yeah, I don't know. Interest earned. Where's your interest paid? Go scroll down. Keep scrolling down. Yeah, you paid 4.1. Yeah, I don't know. You didn't, because you didn't pay any SWE unless it's the interest. If they took the interest out, that's the only thing I can think of.
It's got to be, right? So they just take it out of my rewards? Well, that ain't bad. That ain't a bad deal either then, because I've earned them rewards free anyways. So if they're going to take the interest out of my rewards, it's like paying the interest with their money.
Yeah, 100%. Yep.
All right. So if we go to the history, then maybe we can see it through here or no?
Maybe, I don't know. You might have to find exactly when they would do it though. Repay.
That's way back.
Yeah, maybe they don't show it because he says you can do deposit, borrow, withdraw, repay, liquidation, or claim rewards. Go to claim rewards, maybe. So you claimed a bunch. It says.
Yeah, I don't remember claiming rewards though.
It says you did. Unless that claim is when they pay back your stuff, like that's them claiming it and paying it back.
It's got to be, because I've been just saving them up. I haven't clicked that claim button since like I claimed once early on, and then you're like, I'm just gonna save mine. So I've been saving mine up.
Yeah, because they were all, it looked like on the same day, right?
Yeah, they're all within an hour of each other. Look at that, a half hour of each other.
Yeah, so this is crazy, right? So 10-7.
Oh, you know what I bet it is? I bet that they took that out when you borrowed as your borrow fee.
That was 5 days ago.
Yeah, I bet it's when you borrowed. That's what your borrow fee was.
Yeah, it could be.
Let me show you an example. X out of that. And then go to like USDC, like you're going to borrow, but don't actually do it. Click on, we'll do the wrapped one.
Yeah.
All right, now click borrow. Now put a number in there. We'll put like 1,000 in there. Yeah, see your borrow fee? $2.
Okay, so that's what happens when I borrow that. They take it out of here.
I'm gonna guess so, because you're gonna you will get 1,000. They'll give you 1,000. They don't give you 998. They're gonna give you 1,000. They're gonna charge you 2. So they're probably taking that out of your rewards.
It's crazy. So I wonder.
But still, it's costing you nothing, right?
Yeah. Yeah, same. $2 USDT.
And that's the rate right now. I mean, the rate may have been different whenever you borrowed. I don't know.
I wonder what the Solana was, because I borrowed 1 Solana. Well, that's
nothing.
3. Yeah, I don't know. That's just crazy. They took that out. because I was like, oh, remember, I was so proud I got to 100 reports, and then I looked this past week and it went back down. I was like, what the hell? But
Hey,
yeah,
Jay, what is that AUSD? Go down the bottom there.
That's Agora USD, which is a stable coin that we talked about it on one podcast. Not BlackRock. It's one of the major financial institutions. The founder's son runs this Agora USDC.
Oh yeah, you talked about that last week. That's right.
Yep.
Now I remember.
Yep.
2 weeks ago.
yeah, it's some big exchange.
Didn't he put like $20 million into this thing?
No, I think they put more than that.
Oh. They're trying to compete with a Winklevoss and Gemini.
Gemini.
They used to were mad at Zuckerberg, but I think they're richer now than Zuckerberg is since they got away from Facebook.
Well, they're both rich enough.
Yeah. Well, remember they said that he stole it from them, but I think they made out good.
We do
I'd
got.
rather have Gemini than Facebook.
Facebook. Yeah, but what about
Or Meta. Okay, Meta. Well, it was Facebook back then.
Yeah,
Actually, it was MySpace. I don't know if you guys remember MySpace.
Yeah, I remember that. Well, that wasn't Facebook.
Yeah,
though.
no, MySpace was different. Yeah.
Yeah, but the Winklevoss brothers started MySpace, and then they brought on Zuckerberg, and he changed it to Facebook, and then he stole it from them.
Were they behind MySpace? I thought that was something.
Yeah, they're the ones that started MySpace.
I thought they were both like Zuckerberg was in college. I watched the movie. I just can't remember.
Yeah, no, they were all in college together, and they started MySpace. And he came on with them, changed it to Facebook, and then stole it from them.
I don't know if that's accurate, but
That's what I got out.
I don't think they started MySpace. I think they had the idea for Facebook, and he stole Facebook. I don't think they had anything to do with MySpace.
Oh, I thought that's what it said in the movie. Okay, maybe I was wrong. I'm old. I probably, you have to remember I'm 74, so I probably didn't read it right.
Tom Anderson was the creator of MySpace.
Okay. I thought the Winklevoss brothers had something to do with it. Maybe not.
Well, we got that new Tesla taxi robot that just came out. We got a little clip on that if you guys want to watch it. Again.
Do it.
At Tesla's We Robot event in LA overnight, a glimpse at what could be the future of driving.
We have 50 fully autonomous cars here tonight.
CEO Elon Musk unveiling what he says is the company's first fully self-driving robotaxi. The two-door cab with no steering wheel and no pedals is powered by AI and will cost around $30,000.
We'll see autonomous cars become 10 times safer than a human.
The new car is expected to hit the road by 2027. Musk also announcing a robo-van that can carry up to 20 people.
The future should look like the future. Now, can you imagine going down the streets and you see this coming towards you?
And that wasn't all.
So you can have your own personal R2-D2 C-3PO.
Check out Tesla humanoid robot Optimus.
It can do anything you want. So it can be a teacher, babysit your kids. It can walk your dog, mow your lawn.
It's the first product launch for Tesla since the Cybertruck was announced with a bang in 2019.
Oh my God.
Thursday's event marking a milestone for the automaker and Musk, whose self-driving dreams have been delayed by almost a decade. Today, Teslas with full self-driving capabilities still need a human in the driver's seat, ready to take the wheel if something goes wrong.
You must be fully attentive and have your hands on the wheel at all times while driving.
And even that tech is under scrutiny. Earlier this year, federal regulators said a critical safety gap in Tesla's self-driving systems contributed to at least 467 collisions, including 14 deaths. Now Tesla's taxi is veering the company into a lane with stiff competition.
It's just me and the steering wheel here.
Google's Waymo cars have now logged more than 22 million driverless miles across 4 cities. But Tesla already has the highest-selling EV in the world.
Let's get the party started.
And with its new ride, the company could go into overdrive. And guys, there's still a couple of big questions. The first, whether the robo-taxis will be made in time. New Tesla models kind of have a track record of a lot of delays and changes. And then once the Cybercab is ready to go, regulators still need to give it the green light. So at this point, all dates, including for Optimus there, seem to be optimistic.
Hey, thanks for watching. Don't miss the
No, he didn't. He did it. All dates for Optimus are optimistic. Oh, God.
Oh, don't show that, Joe.
Last night, Tesla had its long-anticipated We Robot event, the big unveiling event for their upcoming robo-taxis. And as you can see from the stock's hideous 8.8% decline today, let's just say it didn't go over well. Remember, Tesla needed a win here. Around the middle of last year, Wall Street realized that there just wasn't as much demand for electric vehicles as people thought. EV growth started slowing across the whole auto industry, and Tesla in particular just got clobbered as it faced all sorts of new competition for a more slowly growing pie. Hey, some of these new electric cars from China are incredible and very reasonably priced. Tesla actually saw its delivery shrink for the first 2 quarters of the year. And they were only up in the third quarter because the company was lapping a bad production quarter from the year before. And that's why the stock lost more than half of its value from July of last year through this April, when it bottomed at 138. What happened in April? Elon Musk changed the conversation. Even though Tesla reported a disappointing quarter, Musk very effectively pivoted to talking about self-driving cars. And it all hinged on this robo-taxi event. That's the whole reason to own the stock here, I think. Something Musk flat out admitted on that first conference call. It turned out around the stock for a while. People liked it, okay. In fact, it nearly doubled in 3 months. I got excited about it, too. But when Tesla reported another weak quarter in July and announced that the robo-taxi event was delayed to October, the stock went into another tailspin. Of course, it bottomed again within a month and then started ramping. That move was all about anticipation, not just of the robotaxi event, but also for a rate cut cycle from the Federal Reserve. Unfortunately, when the We Robot event finally arrived, the market just was not impressed. Sure, anyone who watched this thing has to be, but this thing was visually stunning. We were mesmerized by it in the office. There were 3 main pieces of hardware that debuted last night. First was the robotaxi itself, which Musk calls the Cybercab. Good name. A sleek 2-seater coupe-like vehicle with gull-wing doors and a clean, simple interior. No steering wheel or pedals. Only 2 people, please. Crucially, Musk said the Cybercab will cost less than $30,000 so that small business owners can buy whole fleets of them. He took a little ride in one of these Cybercabs around the Warner Brothers lot to kick off the event, and afterwards, attendees had a chance to ride in it. Pretty cool. Many came away quite impressed. Of course, there's nothing truly surprising here. The surprise, though, was a new van or bus-like vehicle that Tesla's calling the RoboVan, which can carry up to 20 people and also transport goods. Very Art Deco. This is what we thought the future would look like when I was a kid, which was like, 100 years ago. Finally, the coolest piece of hardware we saw last night was Tesla's humanoid robot. This I love, okay? Orally called the Tesla Bot or Optimus. Now, we've seen these things before, but it's always cool to see the latest generation of these robots. Last night, they were dancing on stage, serving drinks. They were even having some pretty good conversations.
There you go, 20 to 30K for the robot.
The only way that cars, you can have driverless cars in the future if all cars are driverless. You can't mix them with people behind the wheel. It'll cause wrecks every 5 minutes. So
yeah, that's a good point.
To have all driverless cars, you not have any driverless cars.
No, I agree. That's a good point. I haven't seen Kramer's show in like 20 years. I feel embarrassed for that dude.
I know.
To be a guy that age talking like that with those sound effects, like they must be paying him an awful lot of money. Can you imagine like going to like a family event and if that dude has grandkids and like what an embarrassing.
I think he's got that disease where you slap your hands. What do they call that? Not autism, but what's that disease?
No comment.
You know what I'm talking about, where the guys, they sit there and when they're sitting, they slap their hands on their knees. What's that called?
I have no idea. That's news to me.
I'll think about it in a minute. I'll never remember what it is.
Yeah, maybe he's got a Zachary disease.
Anyways,
but here's the other thing that's scary. That there is that company that's got those electric trucks, non-driverless electric trucks. Now they've logged over 3 or 4 million miles across the United States. Those things are coming into Tesla also has their electric big rig, but it's driver. You have to be a driver behind it. But That one company in Phoenix has logged over 4 or 5 million miles of that driverless trucks. But you got to imagine a 65-mile-an-hour, 80,000-pound truck without a driver behind it coming down the road with regular people on the road. I don't know.
Yeah, it sounds a little scary to me.
I remember when I was a truck driver, I had 80,000 pounds on a 73-foot tractor trailer, and at 65 miles an hour on dry land, you travel 3 football fields from the time you think about stopping and the time you actually stop. Think about that. That's how far you go at 65 miles an hour. Now imagine if you added a little weather to that, what the distance would be. It's pretty scary to think about these driverless trucks.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I don't think we talked about this before, but what I think Meet Kevin, if you guys know who Meet Kevin is, he got offered Kramer's job a few years back when we were in the last bull cycle around 2021. But he refused it because they were trying to tell him that he wouldn't be able to do YouTube anymore, and they're gonna put some caps on what his creative his creative outlook on what he could do. So he denied the job. But
the other thing too about Kramer, all his money is in ETFs or hedge. Funds. Okay, that are locked up. So when he says a stock, he didn't even have any skin in the game.
Skin in the game.
So that's the thing about him. He might tell you to buy this, but he doesn't have any skin in the game. All his money is tied up in these trust funds.
No, he's probably reading a teleprompter. Say this, pull button 1. Say this, say pull button 3. Put your arms out like a weird airplane. Talk a little bit more. Pull button 4.
He reminds me of Waltz, Tim Waltz, Tampon Tim.
I got a couple things ready to go.
All right, let's go.
Go ahead.
All right.
Teach us, Jay.
Well, I'm not going to teach you, but I'm going to show you something cool that launched this week that everyone should be playing.
So we're going to hold off on the Mustang token until that launches, right?
Yes. All right. Okay. If you have computer, PlayStation, or even Xbox, Off the Grid is now live in early access. So I actually downloaded this to my PS5 earlier. I haven't had a chance to play yet. All kinds of big streamers are playing this thing. Let's watch the launch video. Do you have my volume before I continue?
Yes.
All right, here we go.
It took a lot of hard work, but we finally completed it. And we are ready for our first globally broadcast Battle Royale!
Seemed like it froze.
Yeah, hold on. I don't know what's going on.
Ultimate real-life gaming arena!
Let's try it again. I won't make it big this time. See if
it took a lot of hard work, but we finally completed it. And we are ready for our first globally broadcast Battle Royale! Welcome to the ultimate real-life gaming arena! It's all the thrill on my shooters, but in the real world. And you stand a chance of winning up to $100 million.
Obviously, this is going to attract everyone, not just ex-soldiers. This is like Hunger Games happening in real life.
Players must undergo surgery in order to play.
They cut off your limbs and they grow back by regen. And then they give you these cybernetic combat limbs and set you loose to go out and slaughter all your opponents. These people are just regular folks who have opted into total madness.
Technicians can literally resuscitate soldiers from death. Even extreme fatalities
They can regrow the patient from base tissue.
Okay, well, this is our floating surgical ship. It's where we bring our fallen players. And then within a couple of days, they're out playing again.
How much worse is this going to get? Are you really going to say nothing in defense of this despicable island of depravity that you are personally responsible for? What? Oh my God, am I going insane? What's going on here? Oh, wow! I love this shit. Welcome to the world's first real battle royale. You think you're tough? Sign up. Come on down to the island. Come test yourself for real.
Yeah, you can download this now, the early access version, PlayStation, Xbox, or this is the Epic Game Store. So if you have PC, you can check it out.
Yeah, but what's better? Why isn't it Call of Duty just as good or better?
It's just a different style game, and then this one actually is running on the back end with AVAX. So it is a blockchain game if you choose to participate. They actually have this cool little thing when you click on it. It tells you this game supports or includes the use of blockchain and NFT technology or cryptocurrency. All transactions and related activity, payments for in-game purchases, refunds, and customer support are handled by the publisher. It kind of gives you a little bit of a warning.
How much did they cost?
It's free to play right now. You can play this for free. I think that the cryptocurrency side of it is an optional thing.
Can I play that on my Xbox?
Yeah.
How do I put it on my Xbox?
You go to the Xbox store where you buy games and put in Off the Grid, and it should pop up for you, and it's a free download.
Oh, okay.
No,
I'm not an Xbox guy. I'm a PlayStation guy. So,
I have the top of the line Xbox. I bought my wife, and she didn't like to play it. So sitting in my room, I've never used it.
Well, then you can definitely get this for free and play. I don't know if it has crossplay, but if it has crossplay, that'd be cool. I haven't played it yet.
Launching.
I'm terrible at the games like that. I never get past
I don't know anything about that either.
You know that when you play Call of Duty, you have to go through the training program. I never make it through the training.
Yeah, I don't know about the token, Johnny, but I do know there's all kinds of transactions that are taking place on their subnet. So, but I don't know anything about how to use the NFTs. Well, I saw some people were trying to sell like some of the gear and stuff. So I think it's more of the NFTs that you can get access to right now. I'm not sure about the token. And then this is just
what's that one program that you can buy parts of the program and sell them? You were talking about it last week or the week before. It's like you buy an NFT and then
that hasn't launched yet. That's over on SWE. That's with Anime Labs. So they're actually going to launch a full I think NFT marketplace, but that's their game that hasn't launched yet.
But that's a game where you can buy parts and then sell them and stuff like that?
Well, yeah, because you own the whole point of all blockchain games is that you own the assets. So instead of you having to pay $65 for a game and then a $15 subscription and then, $20 for a Game Pass or $10 for this or that, you own the assets. And if you invest a whole bunch into the ecosystem and you decide you're going to a different ecosystem, you can just sell all your assets.
Oh, okay.
So that's the whole kind of like design behind it.
And that'll be a game that you can play also?
Yes. Yep. I do have one other thing. I think you already saw this, Johnny, but the Deep token is launching on Monday. So I guess in celebration of the Deep token launch on the Discord, they were encouraging people to post songs about Deep with the word Deep. So a lot of the dexes were posting like songs that were already done. Like I think the Adele song got posted by one of them. But anyway, I made a AI generated version of a song related to Deep, which we're gonna play quick. You saw this, right, Johnny?
Yeah.
So this is Deep Into the Void, which I use Udio AI. The lyrics are mine, and then Udio AI to make the song, and then I made this CD cover in Canva. Here you go.
I'm sitting here thinking about the world so vast. Why do my socks disappear so fast? What if fish are out there thinking about us? Like why they put ketchup on their fries and stuff. I go deep, 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 deep out in the sun. They're analyzing life while I'm all alone. I go deep, 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 deep out in the sun. Whoever decided to put ice cream in a cone, I'm going deep, 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 deeper than the sea. Like why can't I ever find my car key? I'm going deep, deep, deep into every thought. Like why can't I remember anything I was taught? What's the deal with pineapple on pizza? Did the ancient Greeks ever eat Caesar? Can a whale feel lonely or is it too big? What if trees just cross and I am the gig? I go deep, deep, deep into the void. Like did you know frogs being deep paranoid? I go deep, deep, deep into the void. What if Chewbacca was just a hairy droid? Hey! Chewbacca, it's what is just a hairy droid. I'm going deep, deep, deeper than the sea. Like why does my remote always hide from me? I'm going deep, deep, deep into every thought. Like why does every meme crash right after I thought? I'm going deep, deep, deep and I'm feeling fine. Every day, every night, crypto on my mind. Deep, 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 deep.
Wow, that's pretty cool.
All right.
That's funny. That's great.
Oh, let me go back. I gotta shut this off.
What's that jingle to?
It's just
I know.
AI generated. So you put in the lyrics and then you tell it what type of song you want, and it generates everything for you. So I put in all the lyrics and I say, give me a fast punk rock style song, and then it just generates it for you.
It sounded like, you ever heard the song Punk Rock Girl?
By who?
I forget who it's by, but look up Punk Rock Girl. I think it's the same lyrics. That's why I was trying to figure out the name of the song. Yeah, Punk Rock Girl. That's a song. I bet that's the same jingle to that song.
By this guy, the Dead Milkman.
Yeah, the Dead Milkman. Punk Rock Girl. Play it.
Wait, hold on. Oh, it does sound very similar.
You heard it? Yeah, doesn't it sound like that jingle? Punk Rock Girl. Yeah.
Can you hear it or no?
No, we can't hear it.
Yeah, I don't want to get a flag.
I got it. Yeah.
I can hear it. Similar. Let me show this C disposition quick. It's been exactly 1 hour.
Sounds like the same guy.
Can you see my C disposition or no?
Yeah.
All right. We're gonna.
Johnny, didn't it sound like the Punk Rock
It
Girl?
did. They probably got it from that. Yeah.
All right.
I didn't want to play it too long because I'd probably take the stream down.
It's been exactly 1 hour, so we're just going to calculate on this. So for CDIS, obviously the price has been up and down. We went in with $132. We're at $131.79. So we're pretty close. Obviously, it's going to go up and down in our range, but we've made 8 cents in 1 hour. So if we calculate our 0.08, multiply that by 24, it's $1.92. Let's go ahead and divide that by our value of liquidity. So that's actually 1.4% a day on that range. So on 218 to 230, essentially on CDIS right now, get about 1.4%.
Yeah, but how many times would you have to rebalance that in a day?
I mean, I have no idea. I have no idea, Mr. Big. We're just trying to compare the DEXs.
No, I'm just saying that would be a lot of rebalancing. Probably.
Maybe. I don't know. All right, so now we're over here on Turbos. So we went in with 131.24. We're at 130.90. So we have not much movement there. Let me click back out. So it gives us a total. So we're at 19 cents. So if we do 0.19 times 24, divide that by our 130.9, 3.4% per day. Basically, as close as we could do with the same range and the same amount of money. So Turbos is more than twice the amount that Cetus is paying. Let's check FlowX.
Let's see. Turbos is in the lead so far.
And that's using regular USDC, not wrapped.
Yeah, I mean, it's pretty much the same thing. You obviously got to figure out what pool you're in. So over here, we've got 16 cents in incentives plus 0.07 in fees. Gives us 0.23, 0.23 times 24. That's $5.52. And if we divide that by our 130.14, that's 4.2%. So FlowX is beating everybody.
FlowX, baby.
I mean, obviously that's a pretty tight range. That 11 cent, I would definitely be going wider than that. But we stayed in range for an hour, and we're getting, what was it, 1.4% with a similar range on Cetus, 3.4, closer to 3.5 on Turbos, and 4.2 on FlowX.
Okay, on FlowX, you got to use wrapped USDC.
Yep, this one's wrapped. On Cetus, we used wrapped on Cetus as well, and then on Turbos was native USDC. On Cetus, they do have both pools, but the APR is higher currently with the wrapped pool.
So FlowX came out as a winner.
As Brandon would say, Deshaun saved my bacon early in the week because I was about to lend some of that native USDC on Sui Lend.
So I guess I should move my turbos over to FlowX and make a little higher APR.
No, I mean, they're pretty close. I mean, we only did an hour snapshot. So, I mean, over the course of 24 hours, it might balance out. It's tough to say. It was just kind of like a fun thing to show during the pod.
Yeah.
Can you see my screen right now, Johnny?
Yep.
All right. So this is just to give you an idea. So we're going to go to the newest pairs. I'm going to sort by age. 18 minutes ago, we had Stork with Fork. I mean, obviously, some of these are really crappy, like really, really crappy. But these coins are popping up all over the place. So let's just go here. We'll filter.
And that's on Sui?
Yeah, let's do at least 2,500 liquidity. These are memes. So it's the only reason I'm doing this sort by 2,500. We're just looking at these early level memes and to see if anything. So let's see. Suits. This thing's up 2,400. What's this one? Sweet Fraud. These are all just memes kind of at their infancy. So this is a 3-hour. But all day long, these are launching. Let's go to, let's click on one of these. And then what we'll do, we'll go to the Fire tab. All right. So this Sudank one, I think quite a few people I've heard on Telegram are in this pair. I'm hearing kind of mixed things on this one. Like there's a lot of manipulation going on with this one. Potentially 90% of the supply is held by like 10 different people. When you talk about the top memes on Sui, usually it's blub or FUD. So this market cap, I think, is really inflated. So just be cautious of this one. But yeah, you got a lot of different coins that are just kind of taking off. A lot of volume, not a lot of liquidity in this one. Sui Man, so Mullion, I think you're on. We airdropped you $10 in Sui Man last week.
Oh, yeah,
Earlier when I checked, that $10 airdrop was worth $101, $102. So we had about a 10x if you kept that. This one was launched earlier, just kind of took off. Tesla 6,900. It's up 54,000%.
Hey, Jay, on the Sui wallet, how do you keep it open? Because every time I go away from it, it locks. How do you keep it unlocked?
I don't know if you can, Mr. Big. But this probably depends on how long. Like mine locked since we've been on the pod.
Yeah, mine locks every time I go away from it.
Yep. So let's go through here and we'll pick I mean, we can if anyone's still watching and has any suggestions, let's pick one of these and we'll do an airdrop of one. We'll grab one, we'll buy it on Hop, and we'll airdrop one out. So we did Sweeman, and then what else did we do last week? Was it Blob?
No, you gave me one. I forgot. I already traded it for Suey. Let me see what
it was. I thought we gave you Blob.
No, you gave me something else. Hang on. Let me look at it. Let's see. You gave me.
It was Tinkle.
Oh, Pigu? No, it wasn't Pigu.
It wasn't Pigu. No.
Yeah, I got an airdrop of 58,000 Pigu. Is that a good one?
Well, I think a lot of people got Pigu airdrops.
Okay, let me see if it's something here. What was the date last week? Saturday.
October.
Don't know.
3rd, maybe.
Last week would be 7 days. It was the 5th. Okay, let me look for the 5th here.
The 5th.
Yeah, here we go. Received. You gave me. Oh yeah, you did give me FUD. Okay, yeah.
I gave you FUD. Okay.
Yeah, you gave me FUD. You gave me $10 worth of FUD. Yep. And I turned it.
He was doing decent this week.
I traded it for Suey.
All right. Well, let's take a look. Sweeman in the last 24 hours is the hottest on trending. Blub is never the hottest, Mr. Big.
Oh, there
FUD,
it is, right?
There's FUD up to 51 million cap. There's your Pigu.
Yeah,
Also,
Pigu,
FUD past Blub looks like.
Yeah, it did.
Plop.
Are that's a 24-hour volume? Is that what that is?
No, this is a 24-hour trending on Dex Screener. So it's whatever mechanism they use.
The volume is that 24 hours?
Yeah, this is the volume. Yeah.
Okay.
2 million, 6 million.
Cetus is up there.
Yeah, I don't know why they put Cetus up there because it. Oh no, yeah, it is up there. This
Mullion did put. There he goes. Yeah, I still have it. Oh wow, yeah.
You must have got a wallet then, huh?
Well,
yep.
Let's go over to.
Yeah, everybody, listen real quick before we do this airdrop. You got to have a Suey wallet to get the airdrop. So make sure you download a Suey wallet. If you don't have one.
Let me disconnect here. Try to switch over to my other wallet here.
Mr. Big, I got Tinkle, and I bought like 2 weeks ago. I bought on Wednesday $60 worth of Tinkle, and now it's up to $358.
All right, I love that word tinkle. Is that a Suey? It's on the Suey network, right?
Yeah, it's Suey meme.
I better buy some. What's it? How much is it now?
Let me check.
Send. Can you copy the address and put it in the private chat? Let's see if I'll buy some.
All right, let's see what they're advertising here. That Sweet Jack I've heard from a lot of people. A lot of people like Sweet Jack.
See if Tinkle's on that list.
No, Tinkle's not up here, but I can get it. It's L, right?
Yeah, T-I, it should be, yeah, that's it.
Oh, no, it's not coming up.
Oh. How do you spell Tinkle, Jay? John?
TNKL. It doesn't come up on Hop. You got to paste the address in, unless it's in your wallet, like that trick you just showed me.
Yeah, so if it's on Hop and it's in your wallet, all you have to do is click over here, and you can click on any of these. A lot of these are scams, but like you can just click on it, and it'll let you bring it up over here. So
that's wicked cool. Like that was awesome. I found that out tonight. Jay showed me. That's so much easier because I was going to Dex Screener and trying to look up all the token addresses and paste them into Hop. And then he showed me that shortcut. If you just click up on your wallet icon, you can drop your all your coins right down. Click on the coin, and it'll populate it right into the Hop aggregator, which I thought was pretty cool.
TNKL.
Yep, TNKL is the ticker.
Let's do.
You could I'd probably swap it on Suiland also, right?
Yeah, because Sweeland just uses the hop aggregator, so you 100% can. I think we're gonna do some Jack and maybe some Sweeba Inu. How many people do we have watching? Is it just mullions?
I think so. Well, there's 4. Like there's 4 people watching. No, I'm one of them. Yeah. So
all right, we'll just do one. We'll do some Jack.
Hey, it didn't come up DKL, Johnny.
You want that address still, right, Mr. Big?
Yeah.
There you go. It's in the private chat for Tinkle.
Okay. Wonder why it didn't come up when I put in TNKL. That's weird.
We're gonna airdrop $10 worth of Jack to you guys. See where this thing goes.
Oh, okay.
Check out the hourly chart.
All right, we're going to do an airdrop. It just went up another number. Maybe we'll go up a few more. It seems like when you say airdrop, it seems like the numbers start going up.
All right, so for this first one is for $10 worth of Jack. If we get to 10 people watching, we'll do a second one. If not, we're just going with the one. But this is for $10 of Jack, so I'll turn it back over to Johnny.
Yeah, you talk about free shit and people wake up.
Let me bring up the giveaway tool. Here we are. We'll do hashtag.
You're going to have to pop it up.
All right. Hashtag Suey Jack, you said?
Yeah, or we could just do hashtag JAK. Maybe that's easier.
JAK.
Yeah.
Hashtag Jack. Let's start collecting comments. Here we go. Hashtag JAK. Hashtag Jack. Put it in the comments if you want a potential airdrop. We are up to 7 viewers now. The viewers are climbing rapidly because we are giving away free crypto, baby.
Oh, we got one. Is it mullions? Oh, no. Chip Community PH.
Thanks for showing up tonight. We appreciate you. All right. Go ahead and put hashtag JAK into it.
Oh, Mr. Big's in it. Oh, here we go. We got 3. Right. Come on, Mullion. We're waiting for you.
Let's go, baby.
Big money, big money, big money.
No
whammy. Stop.
Listen up, everyone. As Mr. Big would say, last week we gave a $10 airdrop away that turned into a $100 in less than 7 days. Only here on CU22, Saturday Night Live in DeFi, does stuff like this happen. Thanks to the Sui blockchain.
Is that why you were delayed, Mullion? You had to go check and see if it was worth $100?
Dude, what a freaking day for Sui today, though. Hitting new all-time highs today. It's just awesome to see, man.
Oh, I can't wait till next week. We're going to have some fun with Hop.Fun.
Yeah, I know you've been looking forward to that. All right, we got a few entries here. We'll give him a couple more seconds.
Oh.
He's at work. He's busy at work, that Mullion.
Keep money while you're at work.
Airdrops, you know, you might be able to work part-time instead of full-time. Maybe take a year off or something. I once tried to retire with 20 grand. Didn't work out too well. You gotta keep feeding the machine, you know? Let's get a little background music here going again. All right, 7 viewers now. Thanks everybody for showing up tonight. Make sure that you leave a comment on the stream. Hit that like button, share it, subscribe if you're new. Yeah, he's retired but still working. I hear that. Mr. Big can relate with that. He works all the time on the computer.
24/7.
Nice. All right, I'd say we got 4 entries here. We got 6 viewers. I don't know if we're gonna get any more. Hashtag JAK. If you're just tuning in, you can get a free airdrop. Hopefully you have a SUI wallet. Make sure you have a SUI wallet.
Or a SUI wallet.
Or a SUI wallet.
Next week, we're going to do hashtag awesome sauce.
All right. You want to go ahead and draw this one?
Let's give it 30 seconds.
All right, we'll give it 30 more seconds.
Last
Hashtag
call. Last call.
JAK. Multiple entries will not register. So once you get hashtag JAK in, you should be good.
SweetJack 404 is now boarding. Flight.
That
SweetJack
airdrop of Pig U was $4.72.
Yeah. I got one of them too. How about the Roulette's NFTs? How are they holding up, Jay? Same?
Yeah, they keep airdropping. We had a Goof airdrop. We got an Octo airdrop. There was another airdrop. We got two. I'm trying to think what the other one was.
I'm thinking on Tradeport.
Johnny, I'm swapping my Pig U for Tinkle.
There you go.
Yep.
I swapped all my Tinkle for Sweeman, Mr. Big.
Oh, really?
Yeah. But Tinkle could still do well.
Now I have 41,000 Tinkle.
So we got a triple A. We got the triple AAA airdrop. We got the Octo airdrop, the Goof airdrop, the Mine airdrop. We got the FUD airdrop too, right?
Yeah.
Which, by the way, our FUD, well, at least my FUD's worth $260.
I think I was right up there too. Let me see.
Yeah, I turned all my FUD all into SUI.
I'm staking mine in Sweeland.
I could never get it in. There's never. I don't.
You can now.
Why? It's open again?
Yeah, they opened the limit. I mean, it might be full now, but they had opened the limit quite a bit.
My FUD is. Oh damn! I keep doing it. $179. My FUD.
Oh no, it's full again. There's 6.4 trillion FUD staked right now.
Yeah, $177. My FUD's worth.
You guys don't like blurb though, huh?
I already have a big bag of blub.
Oh.
I don't have any blub. No, I missed that one. I'm kicking myself in the blub for that.
Yeah, well, I'm going to keep my trillion plug. It's got to be worth something big someday.
But I'm looking through my NFTs right now, and top bid 120, but the floor is 146, and the SUI capsule is floor price at 209 SUI.
Yeah, the capsules have gone ridiculous. Well, considering you got your capsule for free, it's pretty good.
Yeah. All right, let's go ahead and we're going to pull the trigger on this. We haven't gotten any more entries. Let's see who's going to win. Good luck, everyone.
Yeah, this will be on SWE, so you need a SWE wallet, Mullion. I've already got your address from last week.
AU.
All right, go ahead.
Congratulations.
Post a SWE wallet, and we'll send you $10 worth of SweetJack.
He's got the jack. Bam, bam. He's got the jack. Down, down. She's got the jack. Bam, bam. She's got the jack. Jack, jack, jack. All right. I hope I'm pronouncing this right. Is Mal E Us. Molly Us. Does it pronounce like it looks? Molly Us AU. SUI wallet address says thank you. If you can post it, there it is. Thank you very much. Jay, do you need me to grab that? You got it?
No, I think I got it. Just give me 1 second and we'll do this live.
Hey, we also got an airdrop of SUI of something. I don't know what the hell that is. You guys get that?
What was that?
I'm not sure. I didn't get one that was what the hell that is. So.
It's called SUI the SH. It didn't say what it is from there.
No, I did not. All right, let me. Can you jump it back to me so I can share?
Yeah.
All right. Can you see the deck screener?
Yeah.
All right. So this is what we're gonna be buying right here. Looks like a nice healthy chart. Let's go ahead. We'll jump over to Hop, which SweetJack's already on there. We'll catch it here. Let's see. I was gonna say I forgot. I don't need that many SWE to get $10 worth, do I?
No.
4.6, 4.8, 4.8. It's gonna give us
SWE Jack
40,400. Whoa, we swapped in 0.92 seconds. So you will be getting 40,465 SWE Jack. Let me just make sure I got your wallet.
Just real quick, the memes I got are Diddy. I got some Diddy. I got Bubble. I got Spam, Goof, some scam ones. I got Oscar the Octopus. I still got them MOA tokens, but I don't know what the hell ever happened to them.
If you didn't get the Suey, it says Suey the SH.
I'm still looking. Igu.
Suey the Shark? It's Suey the Shark.
Suey the Shark. Okay.
Yeah, Suey the Shark.
I got
Yep.
Hunk Cat, HUH Cat, Catfish, Delirium, Hug with Hat, Rootlets. We got Suey Rex going.
I got 8 cents worth of Suey the Shark. Malleus, you should already have that. Go ahead, check your wallet.
So you think that Suey the Shark's a good one, or should I turn it into Suey?
I got Suey Nemo.
I got 8 cents worth. How much did they give you?
258,000.
Yeah, that's what I got. I mean, it's worth 8 cents, so you might as well keep it, right? Like,
Yeah.
there's no point in selling that.
Yeah.
Wawa Baby.
All
And
right.
then I also got Bubble.
Love, Deb the Fish, Suey,
Bubby.
Suey Man. That's
Yeah.
it. Suey Bull.
Malleus. Oh, perfect. He got it. Perfect. That's how quick Suey is. It doesn't mess around, man.
Also, we got Scuba, Baby Blub, and Bubby.
That baby blub you got for holding blub.
Yeah. And what's his Bubby?
I don't know on that one. That might be Bubble or something.
Bubble. Yeah, maybe
Yeah, I
it's
got
Bubble.
Bubble too.
There's so many airdrops. Let's see. Bubby.
Bubble. B-U.
Oh, you're talking about Bubble or Blubia?
Yeah,
Blubia.
Bubble.
Yeah, it's probably worth nothing.
I got 925 of them.
6 cents. I got 1,216 of them.
Yeah.
I got 954 worth 2 cents.
And there's a Moai.
Yeah, I don't think you can
Remember, we're getting that on the stash drop.
Yeah, I don't think you can sell it. There's no liquidity or something.
And then Scuba. What's a Scuba one?
You got me, Mr. Big.
Scuba D. Yeah, I got 330.
All right, I think that's about going to wrap it up. You guys got anything else?
Nope. Just check out the Titan X program, folks. It's starting to go on fire. Not financial advice, but they're adding new shit every day. I got doing really good in Titan X platform.
Yeah, be on the lookout, guys, because we're starting to head into better times, I believe. We got the election coming up. We got the 2025 bull market coming up. There's going to be a lot of projects launching out there. There's going to be a lot of new tokens out there. So make sure you guys are tapped in, tuned in, and turned on. And make sure that you guys are doing your research, because there's some huge opportunity coming up in these next months. So make sure you guys are really paying attention out there. But be careful, man. It's risky in these DeFi streets, these crypto streets, man. So we've been around. We're all going to make it because we've been around now for quite a long time. And if you guys keep hanging with us, we're going to try to give you the best knowledge we can give you, the best advice and stuff, but obviously not financial advice, but just, trying to keep everybody tuned in on what we're doing. And it's been great, man. We've learned so much here in the last couple of years. It's been amazing how fast this space moves. So it's good to have help. You know what I mean? It's good to have some people you can relate with for sure.
Hey, Johnny, I put the link to the Fans Up light paper in the chat if you could post that. So do your due diligence on that if you guys are interested. That's going to be this coming Thursday. I'm sure we'll talk about that on the pod on Saturday. And then if you're interested in taking a little bit of a gamble, the hop.fund, there will be some money made when that launches. So we'll be talking about that Saturday as well. If you're interested in the ARC stuff, even if you're not set on it, you're going to want to have some money over on Base Chain. And then for hop.fund, if you're not on SWE yet, you might as well get over to SWE for that.
Yes, sir. All right, guys. Thank you so much again for coming out. Make sure everybody that's viewing this, or if you're viewing this later, make sure you leave a comment, hit the like button, subscribe. Let's get these subscriber base up so we can hit 1,000. We're up to 684. Let's make a big push here come 2025. And with that, we will see you next week. Thanks, guys.
Take care, everybody.
Yes.
And talk to you later.
All right.